Now brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Buffalo Bills. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing on first down is Jackson. Escaping to the right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. This time by Gordon Poole. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
When we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach, we talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively. They talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
So they come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LeSean McCoy. 11 yards for a Buffalo first down. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LeSean McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, man. You're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was in Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought for the first season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But you think with his running style, he can get many more seasons left.
Now, fake here on first down.
And it goes to the undrafted rookie, Robert Foster.
And how about that for Josh Allen? His first touchdown pass in the NFL. He had plenty of success while at the University of Wyoming. And when you throw your first touchdown in the league, that's what you've been dreaming of since you were a small child.
One to cherish forever, and you talk about his success. He had 44 touchdown passes in his 2 seasons at Wyoming. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens making their way out here, Charles, and a heartbreaking last-second loss to the Bengals Week 17 last year. Kept them out of the playoffs into their season at 9-7. And, you know, since winning Super Bowl 47, they've now missed the playoffs for the last 5 years.
They want to get back to doing things the Ravens way, which means toughness on both sides of the ball. So they want to continue to run it with Alex Collins. They added Orlando Brown in at right tackle. They want better push up front, but they have to throw the ball better as well. So they added Michael Crabtree in free agency, and the 2 tight ends. Grabbed them early. Hayden Hurst out of South Carolina and Mark Andrews out of Oklahoma. Then flip it over on defense. Want to continue to flock to the football the way that they've done for so many years.
On second down, Montgomery. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Jackson on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Finds a seam inside the 40. Got a man. It's Brown. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watching that, Barney!
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Whoosh. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
on second down. Jackson. Room to run past midfield. Man open left side is Brown. And down to the 28-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. These Bills, Charles, broke the 17-year playoff drought under first-year head coach Sean McDermott. And while Bills fans, they reveled in their team's return to relevance. We know the NFL, it's a what have you done for me lately business. So what can we expect in 2018?
I think a continuation of what head coach Sean McDermott started last year, creating the new culture for the Bills, upgrading their defense. But the big thing, they need more plays from the quarterback position that are downfield, chunk plays to take some of the pressure off the defense. Remember, only 3 points scored in the playoff loss to the Jaguars.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now the first carry for the former Jaguar. This is Chris Ivory. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit! Detroit!
And now they'll throw with Allen on the move to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Allen to throw on 3rd down. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd down, Ivory. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Allen to throw. On 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They start on the ground with Ivory. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Here's tight end Clay, the intended receiver. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens are in for 6.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So do a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They get it to him running left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Robert Foster making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Set. Blue, landing.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Lorenzo Alexander. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught left side by John Brown. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action now. Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Jackson will throw again. Going up top. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
"19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Over!
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Play action, Allen. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Got an open man. It's Foster. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd down, here's Ivory. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looks to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Green 39! Green 39!
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Bills will extend their lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second? And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Back to the ground on first down. Again, Ivory. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Carry number 10 now for Ivory. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. A reminder, 4 more games set to kick off later this afternoon. Chiefs, Chargers, Seahawks and the Broncos, Redskins and Cardinals, and then the Cowboys against the Panthers. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And he knocks it through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 319.
The drive begins with a run by Ivory. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Allen throwing on second down. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. A dump off for Ivory. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Watch it now, Barney.
They stay on the ground. Ivory again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen flush to his right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. And here's Allen looking to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Watch it now, Barney.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. In for the score. And the Bills will extend their lead. Now an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And give them a gain of 37. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Play action. It's Jackson. Now he's forced out right. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 39. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watching now, Barney. Gone.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw left side complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Watch it now, Barney.
They give it to Ivory. Unable to get Ivory down. Chris Ivory off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Chris Ivory with his first touchdown as a Buffalo Bill. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now here come the Ravens. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And that's exactly why the Ravens drafted him, added him to their stable after drafting Hayden Hurst in the first round. A second tight end who can catch the football. He looks like a guy who's going to line up on the line of scrimmage and mash you in the running game as a blocker. But his best attributes, splitting out, catching the football almost as an extra wide receiver.
To throw again is Jackson. Pass incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Ravens on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bills, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
you